My name is Gustav.
I'm Fraser.
We're from Young Guns and we're here at Reading, and this is our Hit the Floor Firsts. The first time I thought I was going to die. I feel like that happens quite a lot. The first time I genuinely thought we were going to die was probably last year. We have this thing called a bandwagon, which is what we travel in America, and it's brilliant. It's like a slightly smaller tour bus, I suppose, and it's really great. But there's a lot of roads in America and a lot of kind of different weather, and we were going through a real kind of like a blizzard, snow blizzard, and never seen snow like it coming from the UK. You know, like 2-3 feet of snow, you can't see in front of your face. And I woke up about 4 a.m. middle of the night to just this sensation of just sliding, and we were sliding, and it was absolutely fine, but for a moment it felt like the van was just going to tip over and go down the side of the road. And yeah, I genuinely thought I was going to die for about a minute.
Yeah, it happens quite a lot, doesn't it? Do you remember in Europe that happened we were on a bus and the cone, like the guy hit a cone because it was white and it was snowing, so he didn't see it, and the whole bus just went like that for a bit. But when you're fast asleep, a whole bus doing that is quite terrifying.
You just wake up to your body doing that and you're like, oh my god. But luckily we're still here, so it's alright. I was maybe 5 or 6, and I went to see My Girl, the movie, in the cinema. My uncle Steve took me, and I had a massive crush on Anna Kalumsky, who is Vader in My Girl. That was definitely my first crush. What about yours?
I literally can't think right now. It's gone blank.
Alex Mack was another one, but that was a bit later on.
I did like Alex Mack, but you know, she turned to a puddle. That would be annoying.
Yeah, inopportune moments. The first time I thought my band had really made it. Well, that's quite a difficult question, really, because you know, we've been lucky enough to do a lot of amazing things in the time we have been a band. Supported some incredible bands, played some amazing shows, travelled an awful long way. But I think the goalposts always move when you're playing music, and I think I feel like that would be a dangerous attitude to have, because I'd feel like I'd get super complacent. Yeah.
I don't feel like we've made it now, but to some people maybe like we have. I don't know. Like it definitely. As soon as you do something cool, like you just want to do more cool stuff that's even bigger. Like you play a big show, you want to play an even bigger show. Like, or your album sells so many copies, you want to sell even more the next time. So it's kind of, I don't know. I think it's dangerous if you think you've made it, then you might get complacent.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that we've felt that we've made it ever, but we've done a lot of stuff that we're really proud of doing. The singles that we've had have done well, and we've gotten to see a lot of places in the world, like Japan and stuff, places that I've always wanted to go. So I wouldn't say we made it, but I'm happy with where we're at. Well,
maybe John, because I feel like John's maybe got the most mass. Like he's in shape. He'd probably be like.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't eat meat, but
no. Yeah, you're asking the two wrong people because we don't eat meat. But do you know what I think? I would say Simon, because he loves to season his food. You know, it's all about the seasoning and the condiments and that whole vibe. And I feel like he's probably quite a well-seasoned man. So I'd probably go for Si, a nice slice of Si. Yeah. My first kiss was with the girl that would then become my first girlfriend. I was just about to turn 16, and I was watching Rage Against the Machine at Wembley Arena on the Battle for LA tour, and we had a little kiss when they were playing, and then we ended up going out for a couple of years. So that was my first kiss, and that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean mine was also a long time ago, thankfully.
Quite recently.
But like, yeah, I used to have this girl that weirdly, she'd come skateboarding with us, but she didn't really skateboard, but you know, just waiting for the train home, and then she was just like, "Oh, just kiss me." I was like, oh. Didn't know what I was doing, just mouth wide open.
First ever house party. I never had any house parties when I was living at home, but just before I joined the band, I lived just outside of London with some friends of mine, and we used to have like a house party a week. And I remember waking up once, and there was footprints actually on the ceiling, which I thought was quite impressive. They used to get pretty out of control. That was the one where Simon did the. The half-naked crowd surfing. Yeah, those parties used to go off, but they were always like politely chaotic parties. You know, like everyone was respectful, but there would always be something that did end up getting smashed. It was just usually us that lived there that were doing the smashing. So nothing too wild. We got a new single out called "I Want Out." It's our first single off of our next record that's coming out at the end of the year. We've just put the video out online. It's on YouTube and all that kind of jazz. So check it out, and we'll see you a little bit later in the year.